Kicking Back is brought to you by Online Betting Guide. Hello, welcome to Kicking Back, and we are back from Nantwich.
Yep, Nantwich town.
Do you know what? Weren't it quaint?
It was, yeah.
What's the word you would describe Nantwich with? I thought it was quaint. I didn't expect it. I thought it was like, how would you word? Well, it was cobbled streets, lovely little town square.
It was like Chester.
I've never been Chester.
You've never been Chester?
No.
Chester's unreal. It's not far from Chester, actually, Nantwich. But yeah, I didn't expect it to be as nice as it was.
Yeah.
I thought Nantwich
like,
was a bit of a...
I thought it was a Salford of a town. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought it was a bit dead, but it wasn't.
No, it was
alive.
It was very lovely.
It was.
Do you remember that fellow with the accordion?
Yeah.
There's a fellow with an accordion just sat in the middle of the square, playing this mysterious sort of French... What would you call it?
Music.
Ominous music,
Yeah.
if you will. Yeah, that's the word. Thank you for that. And he was sort of like bringing the town to life for me, because I thought, I'm going with this now. It was like, quaint streets, misty air. It was like a crime drama.
Yeah. I think people were just going about their day, to be honest. But yeah, he was just playing the accordion.
I felt like a Victorian detective.
Did you?
Yeah, a bit. Like, I felt like I could wander down the streets and be like, something's afoot. Do you know what I mean? Did you get that?
No,
Right.
But it was nice. It was nice.
Fair enough.
The buildings with they're white buildings with the black, do you know what I mean? And they're like thatched.
Yes, Victorian Tudor style buildings,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, this is what I'm on about.
They're in, where was Shakespeare born?
Oh, why'd you do this to me every week? Like, there's always like...
Well, it was there anyway. It's literally the same as that. Shakespeare's house.
Yes.
It was similar,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. And Shakespeare had a theatre. I'm going to sound clever.
I love how you agree with me.
No, I do know a bit.
You know what I mean?
Billy Shakespeare. Like, he had...
Stratford upon Avon. Yes,
See?
there we go. That would have
Eventually,
annoyed me.
Somehow. No, he has a theatre called the Globe Theatre. Right?
He does,
it's
yeah.
Beautiful. And this was designed in a similar sort of style. And I mean, like that... It's Tudor, no? Is that not what they call it? A Tudor style? Oh,
Must be. I don't know, but it was very nice.
Right. Okay.
It was nice. Nantwich was like that.
It was old school, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was like this, like a cafe with like scones and homemade bakeries, places like that.
Everywhere was... Yeah, there weren't really a Greggs or anything like that. No. It was always like someone's bakery. And
Nantwich was posh.
It was, wasn't it?
Posh, yeah.
It was. It reminded me
Surprised.
of York, actually. Have you been to York?
No, I've never been to York.
Similar sort of thing, I think. It was like, it's sort of like stuck in time in the best way possible. Like, they've kept everything good. You know how places sometimes renovate, and they lose whatever they had? Like, it looked like it had hung on to all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And even if you did have a modern shop, it was in an old school, like, Tudor storefront, right?
Yes,
like,
yeah.
So, very old school.
It's the type of place you have like soup and a bread roll.
Yeah, which I did.
And then a scone and tea. You did.
I did, and it was fire. It was actually lovely. So, I guess thanks to Nantwich, right? Like, and the club as well. My God, like
club was amazing. I think it's different to what we usually do, isn't it?
But it were really cool, and I think we had some really nice messages about doing the grassroots side of things. And for me, I think, with this show, we've got an amazing opportunity to do more stuff like that now, right? Because we've got the big clubs and everything like that, but we have these cool stories as well about like the communities that are getting affected locally. That's fun. Like, that's fun to find out about, because those stories aren't as easy to find.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's interesting with like the grassroots things, because the holiday camps that they run there for the kids, I just think it's so nice how they want to be kind of like a feeder for the bigger clubs around them. I can't remember which clubs he said, maybe like Stoke and, clubs like that. They want to be that feeder for clubs, bigger clubs around, because it's near Birmingham as well. There's a lot of big clubs around there as well. But I think what Nantwich are doing is great, like getting so many kids in all these, like, even like the teams from the younger ages up until the first team, it's all in one place as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a real like one club.
And do you know what's cool to me as well? They're sort of like doing different things for different people. So when they had those kids who they were doing a little class with when we were there were some of the kids who it's like, they're there because it's the summer break, they want something fun to do, and they're there having a great time, really enjoying themselves. But then there was one or two that were thinking, these could be professionals, like these could turn pro. And they were sort of like, I don't want to say they were looking at them with different eyes, but they were sort of saying like, look at this, like the skill here and everything like that. And it's just really cool to see, like, for some people it's the community side, for some people it's like building friendships and stuff like that. And then for some people it's like, this might be a job, So it does a lot of things for a lot of different people. And that's the power of a small club. Obviously, when we go to a massive club, like we just came back from Benfica, we're going to one quite soon. They have these super impressive academies, and it's like the best of the best, absolute elite. But when you have a Nantwich, it's like that's for the people in that town to just thrive.
That's where football starts, isn't it?
Absolutely.
From the ground up.
Do you ever what are your first memories of like grassroots football then? Because for me, I remember I used to go to Colne Dynamos when I was young, like 8 or 9, a bit mascot, because I think it was one of them. Do you know when you're like someone in your family's like captain or something like that? It was like my second cousin twice removed, he's captain. So we'd go out and be mascot, and we loved it that much, me and my little brother, that we kept going for a while. And we used to just be mascots all the time. And it were people who used to do courses at Blackburn Rovers Indoor Centre and stuff like that. They would be in the team, so I'd be like, oh, it's Andy, and stuff like that, and it was just this weird community feeling that I really loved. What were your memories like growing up? Like, what was the first? Was it Curzon Ashton?
Yeah, it was Curzon Ashton. Yeah, I think Nantwich is similar to Curzon Ashton in the sense like it's such an old club.
Right.
I mean, Curzon Ashton is, it's so well known across the country, and back then it was such a big women's team as well. I don't think people realise how big Curzon Ashton women were, and we're talking like 20 years ago now, which is crazy, showing my age, but 20 years ago Curzon were massive, and some of the times then they were some of the best memories for me. That's where football started. Like they were some of the best memories. Like we used to go on summer camps, and I remember we used to actually be good as well. We used to be a good grassroots team, and then everyone, even my brothers, right, they're 23 and they still remember games what I played for Curzon Ashton when it was like 6-a-side or whatever.
That's cool though, right?
Just because it was like such a family feeling. It was like a family day out on a Saturday, and then you'd go to McDonald's after the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My grandparents used to take me to McDonald's, and some of my friends as well. We'd all go to McDonald's after the game. And I remember once we went on a summer camp. Actually, I don't know if it was in summer or not, but we went to I think it was Filey. And it was like a tournament. It was like a grassroots tournament. And we were part of this tournament. And we got to stay in this caravan, stayed with a couple of my friends. I was only 8 years old. And all of us just stayed together in this caravan. We thought we were so good. And then we went to this tournament in the day. I think we played Celtic. And we were all like, Celtic? Wow.
Right. Yeah,
as an 8-year-old. I think, honestly, they were some of the best memories, grassroots at Curzon.
Do you think the other stuff would have even happened if there weren't a Curzon Ashton there? That's the thing, isn't it? They're essential, really, for people like getting to that next level and having a career in the sport. Do you think it would have happened without that?
No, definitely not. I think, especially for the women's game, this is interesting. I talk about this a lot. I think the fact that Curzon was on my doorstep, it was 5 minutes from me. Yeah. Like 5 minutes down the road from me. I think the fact that was on my doorstep, and the women's team and the girls' team was so good. Like, they did so much for the women's and girls' team when women's football wasn't even a thing back then.
Right.
So I think I was so lucky in that sense, really, to have them on my doorstep, because that's how it stemmed. Like, I went to trial for the boys' team in school, and they were like, no, thank you. But then when they were like, Curzon's there, went to Curzon, and then the year later for the boys' team at school, they were like, yeah, all the girls that played for Curzon, they wanted them all then, because we were, we'd had that training, we'd had that exposure to football and how it is. And I think clubs like that, like with girls' teams and women's teams, was so it was so good back then. Yeah,
I get you. I think that speaks to like the importance of having people in these positions who really do care. That's something that come up at Nantwich. Like, do you know, they were speaking about how important the volunteers were, and like when we were speaking to the coaches there, they were all dead nice, dead involved, like really cared, like actually massively cared. You could feel it. And it's like with people like that, that's how people could love the game and have that love encouraged and not like be shut down and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? With the right people in the right places.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, our manager was like someone's dad.
Was it?
It was like Jordane's dad. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But to us, it was like, the best person, like
sure.
our manager. Do you know what I mean?
Gaffer.
Like, the gaffer. Yeah, but those times are honestly the best. And you're right, like Nantwich, about the volunteers and the community, that still goes on. I mean, they said that they struggled a bit looking for volunteers nowadays. Obviously, the game's growing and that, and times. But I think people who love the game and want to be involved in football do volunteer because they love it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Definitely. And I think they're struggling in a good way as well, because it's like they're doing so much. Like, they've got so many teams, so many courses. It's like there's an abundance of things going on. So like the struggle isn't like born out of like desperate. It's born out of like we're expanding and we've got all these different spots that we need to fill because we're trying to grow, and it's just really cool. We should do more. We should go to more
100%,
like grassroots clubs, right? Like, and I think it's cool that we're able to do. We're not able to do it, by the way, without online betting guides. So say a big thank you to those guys for helping us actually go out and see these places firsthand. Online betting guide have an incredible YouTube channel which we do recommend going to check out because they're interviewing the biggest names in football all the time and finding out all like they're getting their opinion on current events, but they're also asking about their careers too. We're talking guys like Brian Robson, Marcel Desailly, who I used to love, by the way, when he used to play for Chelsea. Emmanuel Petit, who've we got? Go on.
Wes Brown,
the big
who've
dog.
We not got?
Well, yeah, Man United icon. Man United icon. If you're into your United players, they've got quite an abundance of those. And yeah, they're adding stuff all the time. There's new content coming out. So we definitely recommend going to check them out. You can go to Online Betting Guide. It's youtube.com/@OLBG UK. We'll pop that in the description as well. But yeah, we definitely do recommend going to check them out, and we do thank them for helping us go and see these. Isn't it cool? Like when we get to see a new club firsthand, and they just sort of show us their operation and why they care and stuff like that. So couldn't happen without them. And we do appreciate that very much. So yeah, thank you, Online Betting Guide.
I was going to say, Brian Robson.
Yeah,
that just rang a bell. My granddad, when I was younger, when I was about 8, maybe playing for Curzon, he was like, you're never going to be a footballer if you don't eat 3 shredded wheat like Brian Robson. And at the time I was thinking, who's Brian Robson? All them years I thought, who's Brian Robson?
Yeah.
But then obviously like such a big time.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. I mean, like for
don't
me...
know if he ate 3 shredded wheats though.
I believe
Do you know what shredded wheat is?
I know what shredded wheat is. It's the big ones, isn't it? I used to confuse shreddies and shredded wheat. A shredded wheat is a big shreddy, isn't it?
That's a good way of putting it. It's like a rectangle thing.
Yeah, so a shreddy, which is the preferred way of eating these, in my opinion, is a square. It's a bit better tasting. It's got like it's probably loaded with rubbish. Do you know what I mean? But it's delicious. Whereas a shreddy is like it's like a sponge.
Shredded wheat. No, shredded wheat is kind of like a sponge, but it's like actual like wheat. Maybe it's discontinued,
Shredded wheat?
Yeah.
Shredded wheat can't be discontinued.
I haven't seen shredded wheat in years.
I'm sure we have them at the house and they're grim. I've never touched them.
Really?
Unless they've been there for that long.
Free shredded wheat in the microwave, bit of sugar, milk.
Sugar's crucial. Now, I'm a Weetabix. Like, if we're going to do this sort of thing, do you know what I mean? Just put a big load of wheat in a bowl. I like it in Weetabix form. Because I like... But have you seen this Weetabix advert? Not to go off on one, but have you seen this Weetabix advert where they're like, oh, you can put banana on it, you can put jam on it? I'm like, what's wrong with people?
I think I have seen that in the back of my mind. It's been on in the background.
Just enjoy it for what it is, though. Like,
yeah.
Have you ever put like banana on your Weetabix?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
of course I have.
don't know. Like,
you got to dress it up a bit.
Nah, it's there for a reason. Like, it's been going good for like 150 years.
I put it on the shredded wheat as well.
Yeah, well, that needs something. I get that. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
Anyway, forget it.
We'll agree to disagree.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. Massive debate brewing here. Do you want to draw the ball?
Good for footballers, though. Yeah, let's do it.
Speaking of competition,
yeah.
Right, okay. So, as ever, we have under the seat, our producer has kindly hidden a name. Have you got yours?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, mine's here. Of a footballer, we will try and draw them. Can we have a minute this time? Because these have been really poor so far this time round.
Yeah.
And yeah, we will put these to a vote. We do need to step it up, I feel. It's really been lackluster so far on the drawing.
We need a bit clipboards as well.
Ideally, yeah. But
and new pens.
Again, we'll stick with my knee for now, yeah. Yeah, dodgy. Yeah, that's probably not helping, is it?
Can you not use a different pen?
This is a decent one, isn't it?
All right, okay.
I think so, anyway. So we have a minute to go. Are we good to go now? Okay. Where we go?
Perfect.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I'm not a fan of this again.
I'm backing myself again.
Oh, so am I then. Why not? All right.
It's hard to not see it, to not like look at a picture. I mean, that's the whole point.
No, I absolutely get what you mean. Like, this was it. Like, I started doing the air thinking, cracked it here, and then it was just becoming worse and worse and worse.
Right, are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Right. Okay.
Kind of gone similar-ish.
The vibes are right. These are an improvement, I'm going to say. I feel like we're getting somewhere slowly.
We're definitely getting there.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Fair enough. I tried to put, like, when I started cocking the hair up, I thought, let me get the sponsor on the shirt this time. Do you know what I mean? So, like,
yours just looks like Robbie Savage again.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not.
You just drawing Robbie Savage with different kits on.
Listen, Robbie Savage's hair would be down here if it were Robbie Savage.
He's got it tied back.
Quite clearly a skinhead. Yeah, it's all right, and I think this is actually a reasonable one to put to a vote. I think it's going to be fairly even.
Right.
What you're saying, like, I think if we put that to a vote, we're going to learn. We're going to learn. I'm actually quite interested to see how that goes, because I feel like
we've not even needed to say who it is. People just know, don't they?
Yeah, well, that's obvious, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go on, Kylian Mbappe, then.
Obviously.
Come on, pretty simple. So, we'll see what people make of that. And
it is getting better.
I was saying to you before, and I do think we should do this. We'll have one where there's, like, literally no excuses, where it's like, never mind a minute, we'll do a speed time lapse. You get an hour, and we'll have, like, easels and paintbrushes. And
okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I was actually decent at art in school.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be all right. I used to go art class, like, outside of school, yeah. You wouldn't know, would you? Like, but I swear to God, I was there for a while.
Yours are more like cartoony, I think.
Yeah. In fact, you know, it's pretty cool, actually. There was a guy called Tim Perkins who he used to draw for Marvel Comics and things like that. So he used to draw Spider-Man and stuff. And he lives in Blackburn, and he'd set up this art course, and it was like doing comics and stuff. So I used to do a load of that. But I can only really draw roided up people as a result. Like, everyone looks massive. Ignore that. Ignore that. But, like, that's like when I do a proper good one, it's like they're all like built hench. So maybe Akinfenwa, maybe for a future one, that could be decent. Like, I might be all right with that. But yeah, we'll pop that to. Hey, question: have you been watching The Traitors?
Of course I have.
My God,
yes,
is that not the best program?
Yes.
On telly ever.
But you know what?
Go on.
I think that the normal Traitors is better than the celebrity one, and I've said it since the beginning.
Wow. Right. So I'm going to actively...
Do you not?
No, absolutely disagree.
Really?
I've been speaking about this with my mate, and we have said that this is possibly, and we've seen it all, we've seen Traitors Australia. We think this might be the best incarnation of the Traitors ever. And I'll tell you why, but go on, why are you saying
disagree.
That? Why?
I disagree. I just think the celebrity one is too polished in a way.
Okay.
I just think they're voting for people to be nice. Like,
right. I get you.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
do.
you would make a great traitor.
Yeah.
That's why I'm voting for you. Whereas the other one, they're just like savage. And it's more like a herd mentality with the other one. You know, because there's so much at stake.
For sure.
Like, it's just like a herd mentality, and they're all just like...
Do you know what, though? So you're right, in a sense, but that's part of the reason that I think this is one of the better versions, because they're all cerebral. They're all the amount of people they've had in that room who are mega intelligent, like Stephen Fry, and there was the David, I think he was called as well, a historian who's very clever, and they have all these people who are like really cerebral. But then there's like a layer underneath it all where I'm thinking, like, Alan Carr and Jonathan Ross have the same agent. So, like, are they going to, like, they're in cahoots? Like, there's people who have, like, different, like, vested interests in, like, being a celebrity and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Who's
true.
going to be, like...
That's why I just think it's a bit more superficial.
It is a bit more, but if you know that, then it's like an extra layer. Do you know there's so many different things going on in the game? It's kind of like, now, if... Like you say, they're political on another level, aren't they, really? Because they've got these careers they're trying to protect. So it's like, they all have to come off well. How are you going to do it? Good luck. Do you know what I mean? Did you hear about Paloma falling out with Alan?
No.
So, Alan Carr, do you remember when he voted off? He killed Paloma. Well, she was really not happy. They were friends before the series, and she was really not happy as a result of it. Yeah, which I find a bit mad. It's the Traitors. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. It's just a show.
Yeah, but, but do you know what I mean, though? Like, it's like, that's the name of the game. So, but here's one then, because I was thinking about this. I was watching it thinking, perfect TV show for this, but if you could, like, add something or change something or twist it a bit, what would you do? Like, what would your one little tweak be?
I've actually thought about this, and I think... I was watching it the other day, and I thought, imagine if we didn't know as the audience who the traitors were. If we didn't know who the traitors were, and they were just playing their game, they didn't know who the traitors were, and we was all playing along together, but we've got to go off like their facial expressions. I think there would be needed a lot more like cuts in it, and a lot more content would be needed in it. But then... you'd have to decide. You'd have to think, who's the traitor?
I love that, you know.
It's good, isn't it?
That could be like an option. You could have both. You could, like, do you want to know or do you want to not know, right? Or even then they could do it like, I'm not sure if they already do, but it could be like, we're going to pick the Traitors. If you don't want to know, look away now kind of thing. Maybe they even do that. I don't know. But like, I feel like if you were to have even like you say, more content out of it rather than just the 1 hour episode, so that you could be watching them thinking, I've got a hunch it's you.
Yes.
And I'm going to watch you tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm
and
going
then
to figure this
everyone
out.
would be on it.
Yeah. Oh my God. It could be amazing.
Yeah.
It could be amazing.
How good would that
That would
be?
be quality.
I think they should do one series like that.
Yeah. Try it. Get to another country and do a version there. Like, do it like Traitors New Zealand. Let's have a look. Like,
there's another show like that.
Go on.
That I can't think of the name.
The Mole?
The Mole!
What a show! Have you seen The Mole? Oh my God. I loved The Mole.
How do you know?
I love The Mole. I'm into this. There's a genre of show that's come out recently.
We don't know who The Mole is, right?
No,
yeah,
exactly. And it weren't who I thought. Have you seen the first series of The Mole? Like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Was it the Will one?
It was that quiet one.
Oh.
No. Will was the first series of the Traitors.
No.
Will was
the long-haired guy.
Because there was someone on the Traitors who was like spent the
remember
whole series
Will,
going,
yeah.
all I know is Will ain't a traitor.
Yeah,
Will was
I
just
remember
sat
that guy. No, I mean the long-haired guy in The Mole.
Oh, we might be on about... They
A
did
different
2 series of The Mole.
I don't know. I can't remember.
There was
but
one where it
ages
was like
ago.
this really quiet girl who was just like chilling in the background, and I had no idea, and I didn't know for the whole series, right?
Yeah.
But then at the end, I was like, oh, they got me, do you know? And I had every chance to find it out. I loved it. So that's such a random pull, by the way.
I know.
Like, so
that's
random.
such a good show.
There's a new genre of shows, and for me, it's like it's shows where it's who's the liar. And it's like intricate and very deep, and they seem to be more and more common these days. I'm all about it. My one little thing that I thought of for the Traitors, where I thought, if I could add something, tell me what you think of this. Imagine if there was like everyone had like almost like a bullet they could pull out at any point. Like they could stop the game. They could just be chatting in the kitchen and go, I'm just going to say, you're the traitor. And if they're wrong, they get killed.
Really?
But if they're right, the other person goes.
Yeah.
And you've got one you can use every season.
Per
Like if you're
season.
up absolutely confident and you're thinking, I can't let this go to chance or something. Because do you know, like when like the Traitors are thinking, okay, we're under pressure here, we're going to have to turn them on somebody or something, and that person can feel that pressure, then they might have a chance to be like, okay, listen, I'm saying that you're a traitor, and save themselves, right? So it's just like this extra layer of intricacy. Good or bad, what you're saying?
Good.
Okay. right. Not thrilled with that response. Don't feel the confidence coming off, yeah?
Medium.
Like a yellow light.
Like a yellow amber.
Right,
Amber light. Yeah.
All right. Well, fine.
Yeah.
I liked your idea.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Maybe that's a future one in the future. If it gets too boring and complex.
For me, I don't think that show could ever fail.
Do you not think?
I just think it's the perfect, like, it's the most human show because, like, everyone's, like, got a bit of, like, who's lying? Who's, like, everyone's curious. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like it seems to be commonly reported on the Traitors that when you're watching it, you're thinking, oh, this is easy. But when you're in it, it's an whole different thing.
I'd be terrible.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
Awful.
This is what I mean.
I'd be so bad.
I'd back myself and then I'd go in and I just know I'd be
Would you
like,
actually back yourself?
do you know why? Because I feel like I'm quite perceptive with like on a people level, but it's the easiest thing in the world to say. Do you know when they go around the room and say, I am not a traitor?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
You'd be Alan, definitely.
do you reckon? Oh, he cocked it up, did he? Like he was there like, I am not a traitor. Yeah. I feel like that's doable though. You can get through all that. Do you know what I mean? Like I am not a traitor. And I'll tell you what, it's a good thing that it's all finished now because we're travelling again. We've got somewhere big coming up. Obviously, we're doing the Grassroots things. Like we said, we're going to try and do more of them, but we're also trying to cover the biggest clubs in the world. And it's a doozy in it, really. We've got...
it's a big one.
Well, it's Borussia Dortmund.
You sound proud.
I know, yeah, I am quite happy with that. It's probably the literal biggest club we've covered so far. I know they have so many members. I think it's got a Guinness World Record for how many members the club has. But they've got that stand as well, that iconic stand. They've got a Bellingham. They've got it all.
Yeah,
So
they've had one and now they've got one again.
buzzing to go and check that out. So yeah, that'll be on the channel next week, Borussia Dortmund. But yeah, until then, good crack. Can't believe you've seen them all. Absolutely
seen
mad.
them all. Can't believe you spilled coffee on yourself
Don't
again.
do that to me, like, honestly.
I've been looking at it for
Of
the
all
past
the
half
things,
an
like,
hour.
I've got a brown stain on the front of my... It's very
You
not
do it
good.
every time.
No, I don't. Just
All
two,
the time.
2 of 3. Like, I've got a 2 out of 3 hit rate for That's a cappuccino stain, just to be clear. Like there was chocolate on the cappuccino, yeah, and they didn't put the lid on properly. It was a whole thing. It's fine.
When you're drinking it in a cup.
Don't worry about it, Millie. Don't worry about it. Hey, listen, everybody.
You might be good on Traitors with that line.
Whatever. Thank you for watching, everybody. That's another show. We've had a ball. I'm gonna go and get this taken off me. If you've enjoyed this episode, like, subscribe, and all that. I can't believe you've done that to me. Bang out of order. We'll be back. We'll be back at Borussia Dortmund next week with an episode. Until then, enjoy all the football this week, and we'll see you very soon. Peace out.